The other day, somewhere I have a little honey nut. There it is. I have a tiny little honey nut, so hopefully when that opens, it can be pollinated. And then the tomatoes, delicious tomato, are doing pretty well for sharing the container. The Romanesco broccoli, I don't think anything has found it because of being paired with the tomato. So the little bugs haven't gotten to it at all. So I find that really funny. My cucumbers are kind of a story because, again, the labels have been bleached off by the sunlight and now I don't know which is which. So I'll just have to wait for them to produce some sort of fruit, and then hopefully I'll be able to figure out what is what. This one I think is the yellow cucumber that is like round like a ball because it's mixed in with the okra. So that's okra in that pot. And then I'm not sure which is which. The last thing that I wanted to show on my tour today is the compost bin. I have a volunteer. So I think it might be a spaghetti squash, but I don't know. There's so many squashes that, I mean, it could be zucchini, it could be spaghetti squash. I think it's spaghetti squash though. I had quite a few of them, little seedlings that were trying to germinate in there, but because I was turning the compost to hopefully make it break down a little bit quicker, they didn't obviously germinate. But this little guy clearly has a will to live, and it has survived the woodchuck nibbling on the lower leaves. So all the lower leaves are gone right there because the woodchuck ate it. So we'll see what becomes of this, if it, you know, gets to bloom or what, I don't know. We'll find out. Just a super quick update on the bees. We got into them last week and we need to get back in them today. We had thought that they swarmed because we saw, I mean, I should post the video because it really does look like a swarm. It's kind of crazy. And come to find out, it was just a huge hatch all at the same time, and they were brand new bees learning to forage. So we got in there. We do have a good number of bees still. She's still the same queen, and she's laying, and the reason I know is because I had labeled her myself, so I was able to find her. Nice green dot, and she's in there. At this point we probably need to think about treating for mites. Mites is always an issue in any area right now, but that's pretty much what did in my first hive, and I don't know what happened with this one. There's nothing in this one right now. I don't have it closed off because just in case this one were to get large very quickly, I figured maybe they might swarm to that one. It's kind of funny because every once in a while you'll see some drifting from the bees. They'll get confused and start to go in that one, and they'll go in and be like, wait, there's nobody here, and then they'll come right back out and go back into that one. It's kind of funny. There's nothing in there except for empty frames. This one has 2 hive bodies, and she's mostly got this bottom 5 or 6-ish filled. So we have the second one up there, and that one's relatively empty. It has a little bit of pollen and honey in it for them. So that is all bees. That belongs to the bees. The top one is a honey super. So if they fill anything with honey, that would be our honey. I need to put a queen excluder on there now that it's been up there for a week. I'll see if they've been up there and done anything with it. If so, I need to keep the queen out of there because I don't want her laying eggs up there in the honey. That will be ours. So that was a quick update. All things considered, this hive is actually doing quite well. All right, thanks for joining me on my 5th garden tour, garden update. It's been quite an experience and quite an experiment in figuring out what works and what doesn't, and I can't wait until we start harvesting a little bit more. It's been an exercise in patience for sure. So thank you all for joining me thus far, and thank you for anyone who's joining me for the first time. Go check out some of my other little videos and leave suggestions and comments in the comments section. I try to look at them as much as possible. Thanks and have a wonderful day, guys. Bye-bye.